Right, we're here with Marc White for his weekly update. How are you, Marc?
I'm good, mate. You sure it's not your debut, Wally, is it?
No, second, I think.
Second, yeah. You've been invited back on the phone, mate.
Obviously, you've had time now to reflect on Tuesday night's game. What are your thoughts now?
Oh, I thought we were brilliant, weren't we? Like, I think we was really, really good, and obviously tough times at the moment for the team, the management team. Obviously, we've been plagued with injuries. We've barely ever got the same team out twice. So many really good National League level players that are unable to play, mass injuries, and I thought, the other night I thought we played brilliantly. I thought we executed the game plan really well. We wanted to keep the ball off Bromley because we didn't really want them putting it into dangerous areas, forcing dead balls, which we knew they wanted to do. But our back three were excellent comparison in terms of marshalling Cheek and their front line, which is really dangerous. I think we ended up with a 67% possession. I think so many positives from that game, not least the 200 odd fans that turned up around the ground. And obviously constructively disappointing. We was on the end of a couple of poor refereeing decisions, which is always frustrating. I think Jason's actually a really good ref and a really good guy as well, but I think when he watches it back, you had that absolute gut-wrenching one where there's a straight red card, absolutely stonewall when you watch it back, and that lad scores the winner. Yeah. So you're a little bit disappointed there. And then, of course, for the winner, a clear foul on our goalie. And just disappointing, really. But it's not easy refereeing these matches. They rely upon help from everyone around them in the heat of battle. So we'd feel really unlucky, wouldn't we? That's the bottom line, but we're not going to cry about it any longer. We've licked our wounds. We're going to get on with it, mate. And where we are, that's Alfie Rutherford who can't fucking shoot straight. Where we are at the moment, we're just really focused on the long term. The rebuilding of this team, the likes of Alfie coming back, Jimmy coming back off loan this weekend, getting Charlie Carter's wrist out of plaster, McShane's now light training, Bauman's light training. We're just really focused on that. Yeah. And the good thing is, I think 80% of our supporters, and there is always a kind of small contingent that need to get their heads checked a little bit. Like, this team was playing in the county league and park leagues, literally 5-6 years ago. We're now on the highest level of football, playing Old Athletic, Chesterfield, Notts County, and the amount of effort and money that takes from the owners of the club, etc., is significant. We are punching above our weight, and what people should never get confused with is me saying I want to build a team, I want to win, and I believe we can be in the playoffs. They should never confuse that with the expectation of that's where we should be. This club should be fifth bottom for about 3, 4, 5 years, and that would still be a brilliant achievement with where we are. Yeah. We don't own our ground. We have to develop key infrastructure. We need to go full time. So I appreciate we all get carried on with ourselves in football, and maybe it's the mindset of the typical Wanderer supporter. We must win, and that is my mindset too. But in the cold light of day, take a sit back, realise where this club is compared to where it's been, and embrace every moment, every part of the journey, and let us do our work behind the scenes, and let us do what we've always done well, which is get where we want to be. The likes of Woking, I'm sure Darren won't mind me saying, have been in this league for a century. Yeah. Right, and they are a serious proposition as a club, aren't they? Yeah. This is Dorking Wanderers, so let's make sure the expectation is managed correctly. Let's get right behind the boys and the management team at all times, which I know the majority will. So we're disappointed with Bromley, but we go again Saturday.
I think maybe the performance on Tuesday night was maybe highlighted by the reaction that their winner got. They were that desperate for that win that they shows how well we played. World Cup scenes, and Woody's such a great man, the manager, and Andy Woodman, and he voice noted me at midnight, almost, I'm so sorry, mate, we had to celebrate like that. But that's how they should celebrate. That's how it should be. Listen, don't get me wrong, obviously it was a foul and whatever, but that's how football works. Let's hope we're on the receiving end of some good decisions, or decisions that maybe shouldn't have gone with us. But
No, listen, we played really well. We're work in progress. We might be work in progress for 2 years.
Yeah.
We might not be, right? But let's just have a reality check of where we are. If someone had said in Dorking, when this site was a tip and condemned by the local council, if somebody had said, look, I'll tell you what we're going to do, we're going to find a way of bringing the likes of Oldham Athletic to Dorking, we're going to regenerate the town, we're going to regenerate it socially, we're going to bring kids and families and people together and rejuvenate the community. And we're going to have Notts County down here getting beat 3-1, right? Someone would have said, don't be so stupid, that'll never happen in Dorking. What this club's achieved is absolutely phenomenal. Forget me, there's loads of people that have helped, including you, Ollie, get the club to where it is. Yeah. We don't want to stay there, but we need to be bloody realistic with where we are. So yeah, we've Bromley been another example. We've gone away from home this year. We've put in some great performances. We've definitely not got the points this year that our performances have deserved.
No, definitely not.
We can the list goes on. The goal at Oldham that never was, and you know the Barnet 2-0 up, and the penalty miss against Eastleigh with 10 minutes to go, and all this. The list goes on, mate. We could have 15 more points. Yeah. But the way football works is, mate, everybody can say that. Everyone can put a claim on things like that. We are where we are. I'm not worried about the short term. I'm more worried about the mid term. I think we can develop, especially with the boys we've got, a team that can compete in this division.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously you've already mentioned some of the boys back training. How's the squad looking?
Well, it's looking dire for Saturday. Let's be honest about it. That challenge on Tom Blair that was a yellow has put him out for 2.5-3 weeks with really bad ligament damage. Mm-hmm. So we're disappointed with that. Josh Taylor suspended, 5th yellow. He's looking at me. You know, we know that's a big loss to us. Jimmy Muir's is back off loan, so we're excited to get Jimmy back. Yep. Macca and Sebit's too early. We'll see the return of Jason. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be. Sorry, George Frankham is tweaked his hamstring, so we'll rest him Saturday. Yeah. And
obviously Niall came back on the bench.
Yeah, so Niall, the boys that were involved will still be involved, but very much short of fitness. So it's going to be. When I say dire, what I mean is it's like it'll be a good side. It'll be short of match fitness, and it's certainly. We wish we had a bit more availability than what we've got, and the bench will be really light. Yeah. So that's where we are. Okay,
and then obviously that leads us on to Aldershot on Saturday. They bring in quite a big fan base with them, as they normally do.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Saturday's game and obviously their following support?
I've got loads of time for Aldershot. I'll be honest with you. I just think it's so good what's happening to them. I liked it last year, and we saw Wrexham, like the manager's come in, and he's working. He's working some real magic. You know, that's one of the points I wanted to make earlier. I don't think people realise in this league that there are clubs in this league with like $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million just for players a year, just for players. And there's clubs like us, and Aldershot are one of them, by the way, that are nowhere near in that ballpark. Do you know what I mean? And by the way, them clubs should spend that. They generate that. They have bigger attendances. That you know. And Aldershot, what the manager's done there is brilliant. Rejuvenated them, first time in the playoffs for donkey's years. All the lads are playing for him and for the team, and the fans are right behind them. They've always had a real cult-like type following. Do you know what I mean? And I've got a lot of time for that because I'm a football fan, and you know, I've got a lot of time for 1,000 fans that have travelled. I think there's still 100 left.
Yeah, there's still a few left.
Yeah, and you know, I know with advertising we're going to drop money around the bars, and that's what we always want to do, to say thanks to clubs because you know it's all good and well people that have beef with other clubs and stuff like that, but the half intelligent person knows that without teams like Aldershot that travel like that, or Southend and Oldham Athletic, without these teams that do that, then you know the poor get poorer. That's how it works. So I really appreciate it. Thanks to all the Aldershot fans. Hopefully they have a shit day, and obviously we'll buy them a beer in advance, and that's where we are, mate. But no, on the field they're doing brilliantly. You would argue not a great time to play them, but listen, we understand how Dorking Wanderers works. I think we'll have a big home support Saturday as well, which is brilliant. We really need that. It makes a big difference, and The way football works is just wait for the good times to roll back. Really, just wait. They do arrive. They arrive when you least expect it. And we'll be organised for the game, and we'll certainly feel like we can beat anyone in this league, no matter what team we put out.